Hello everyone, this is Lynette with the Skin Candy. For those of you who have made it here for the first time, welcome. This is kind of a crazy soaping day, but then isn't every day. But welcome. For those of you who have stuck through me with all the craziness, welcome back to the Insane Asylum. We are making another batch of soap. We are working on our Christmas. This is number 2 of... How many am I doing? 4? 3. Of 3.
You did this yesterday.
If I didn't have Tisha, I wouldn't know who I was. So I don't know if you guys can see. You probably can't see it. There's a whole bunch of red on my... Oh yeah, you can if I pick it up like this. It kind of looked like a murder scene here a minute ago because I was mixing up red mica and then I was trying to pull the camera and trying to get everything set up and ready to go, and I knocked it over all over the place. And I didn't do that just once, I did it twice.
It's our bleeding heart.
It's our bleeding heart, yes. So, okay. This is my plan. I believe I have Evergreen and Apple as a video from a couple of years ago, and it seized like a booger on me. However, I can't remember back then what my formula was, but I think it had palm oil or palm kernel oil in it, and both tend to speed up trace. Now I do have tallow in this, which I've heard from people that speeds up trace, but I have not seen that, the case. So I do have my regular, I'm going back to my regular batch for my Christmas soaps just because I'm making them in such a big slab. The ones I decided that I'm going to do that are just maybe a solid color or maybe just one color, like 2 colors, like my lavender, purple and white. I'm going to use my palm oil recipe just because, like I said in one of my previous videos, I want to get rid of my palm oil. And I've got a lot. So, but I really want these to turn out really pretty for Christmas. And so I'm doing my regular recipe, which is sunflower and olive oil blend, coconut oil, cocoa butter, castor oil, and beef tallow. So I've got it all mixed up in our pan here. I have added my goat's milk, my colloidal oats, and my kaolin clay. And this has actually been sitting for hours because I let this oil sit overnight. When I came downstairs, it was way too cold. So I had to rewarm it up. And then I realized I didn't have enough lye water because I used most of it up last night. And so I had to make more lye water. Then I had to stick that lye water in the freezer. It's been a whole process. It's been a whole day, let me tell you. So let me tell you what we're going to be doing. We're using this fabulous, I don't know if you can read that, but it's Candle Science's Evergreen and Apple. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. And we're going to make it a year-round scent because it is so yummy. It says Evergreen and Apple, but I smell just mainly apple notes, a little bit of pine, but we're going to call it Enchanted Apple. So that's what we're going to call it for the rest of the year. But for right now, it's Evergreen and Apple. We're going to be using that. It's Candle Science. I have not been able to find it anywhere else. So any of you who are soapers that are watching this video, if you know where I can get Evergreen and Apple, which is Candle Science, it's not a dupe of anything. I don't know if it's like an original blend of theirs or what, because they don't state on their website if it's an original or not. But if you guys know of where I can find Evergreen and Apple, the exact match to Candle Science's, let me know, because they're having a hard time keeping this in stock. I just barely got this in and didn't think I was going to be able to get it made in time for my Christmas show. So we're doing Evergreen and Apple. I am going to attempt to do a layered soap. This fragrance oil does tend to accelerate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix up my lye water in here barely till emulsion. So it's going to be like water. Then I normally would, I've done this technique before, but with another fragrance. Normally I would take my red, color it all, split it off, and then add white to one of them. Because I'll probably still do that, but then I'm going to add the fragrance oil separately. I'm going to hand stir it in. I'm going to do an in the pot swirl. I'm going to add my red layer, and this is in my big whatever mold this is. I gave you guys a challenge on the last video to figure out how many ounces. Let's see. My paper says 274 ounces with all the oil, water, and lye, and then I add another additional 6 ounces in 8 ounces in additives and additional water. So 8 ounces was 74. So we're looking at 280 like 282 ounces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put a towel underneath this. I'm gonna put it on an angle. I'm gonna pour my first layer. Then I'm going to do with gold finger or King Tut Gold, I am going to do a mica line. Then I'm going to let it sit for a minute while I'm mixing up my next batch, which is gonna be white. Oh, by the way, I'm splitting these off into 3 equal batches. So we need to figure the math. 282, well, we don't care about the 31. 274 plus 8, 46, yeah, 282 divided by 3. Okay, so we're going to put 94 ounces. We're going to attempt to put 94 ounces in these. I don't know if that's going to work. We might have to, I might have to just grab these. I might have to just use these because I don't think I have. I think there's some in the drying rack. Yeah, those ones will work, yeah. And then I'm going to split it off, do the color, split off some, add white to the green and the red. And the red I am using is not normal. I don't usually use this red, but I'm just trying to use it up. This is Nurture soap, or now it's Nurture Handmade. This is their Trial by Fire. I do prefer the True Red blend from Mad Micas, but I couldn't, I've either used it all or I just couldn't find it. So we're going with this one. This one is a really pretty red too. I don't mind it. So it's gonna be green on an angle. Can you see? A green on an angle, and then it's gonna be the white on an angle, and then the red, which will come up, you know, it'll be angled, but it'll be my top layer. Then we're gonna do a gold drizzle on top, and I'm using up all the colors, so I'm not gonna have anything left on top except for the gold drizzle. And hopefully I'll be able to pour the red in time that I can be able to get some kind of a drizzle on it. I'm going to hand stir in my fragrance. I am not stick blending. Do not let me stick blend after I add my colors. Gotcha. Because you know I will.
Hi.
You know I will. Okay, so I think we're good. I think that will be good. And then I can put my smaller colors in these smaller bowls. Okay, alrighty. So we've talked, so we did the green I'm using, sorry, is Enchanted Forest by Mad Micas. So I've already got that off in some oil. I've already got my red in oil, and it looks really dark right now, but it'll brighten up. And one thing about the red, Nurture soap I don't think is as bad as the Mad Micas, but you have to use a lot of it to get a good red. But then you don't want to go overboard, because if you use a red and too much of it, it bleeds everywhere and gets, and like, I've actually made a batch for Valentine's Day or something, or last year, a peppermint one, and it was so red that it actually stained my hands. It actually, like when I washed it, I got red all over me. So, you know. Okay. I think we're good. How many? 10? Okay. Oh, let me look and see what the amount of here is on there. Soaps is 2%. Wow. Oh no, 2 to 6. Okay, that's good. I'm using 5%. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a good stir to make sure everything's mixed up. We're gonna add our lye. So without further ado, let's get soaping. right. Let me bring you in a little closer. That's as close as we're gonna get. Because I have it on my camera on the stand. So it's crooked. It looks really pretty. And that is our evergreen and apple. And oh, I'm trying to set you back down, sorry. That's our evergreen apple. We'll be cutting it in the next 24 hours. And we will see you in just a second. Bye.